friends, I'm UNTAKEN and I welcome you all back to my channel. I'm back with a new tutorial, and in this one we're making a short film. But before we start, let's watch the movie together and then we'll start a tutorial. Let's begin.
Halfway through the day in Yorkshire, and there looked to be no holding 20-year-old Richard Burns, who was well ahead of his rivals. The battle for second place was hotly contested. Initially Steve Bennett was up there, but it wasn't going to be his day. After Bennett rolled his car in Langdale, the Cumbrian driver Steve Eggleston took up the chase. Welshman Inan Price had the added pressure of a Top Gear camera on board.
Keep it neat, hairpin right. 45s, left and right.
Alright, hope you enjoyed the movie. Before we begin, I just want to mention that making quality content takes a lot of time and effort, and we always try to improve ourselves and the quality of our content too. So I humbly asking you to consider subscribing to my channel so that we could keep doing what we do and make more videos, and I really thank you for that. Alright, back to the video now. The first scene was shot inside a house at around 2 p.m. So we need a powerful light source to overpower the natural light and fill up this space. And you know what light I'm exactly talking about, the mighty Evoke 1200B. I set the dimmer on 100%, and to match the daylight I set the Kelvin on 3200. Oh, by the way, let me introduce you to our little talent in this scene who is getting ready to act as we set up the lights. Alrighty, back to the lighting. To fill up the inside ambience, I've decided to use the Mixpanel 150. I also used the Forza 60C together with the lens to create these beautiful sunbeams on the floor. And I put a Forza 60B2 on the floor to create some light reflections on the glass carboy and a nice shadow on the wall next to it. I think it turned out as I expected, and everything is looking good. Alright, it's day 2 of our shoot and the second scene. As you can see, we shot this scene inside a car garage, and I want the shots to look somewhat moody and cinematic. So I set up a Forza 60B2 on the ceiling, pointed down with a softbox attached to add some soft light on the character, and I make sure the light only hits the back of the character. I also set up a Pavotube 230C to add some color on the wall, and I try to make these two sources as separated as possible. Now as the practical, I use a Pavo Bulb 10C to add some more depth and contrast to the scene. So far, these are the lights I've used here. a 6dB2, a Pavo Tube 230C, and a Pavo Bulb 10C. And before I forget, let me tell you that the Lidolite 5C is also a great choice to light up the box in front of the character since it's very small and diverse. Very well, let's add some haze and I think that's it. I love it. Aside from the Nanlite gear, I also use the Atomos Ninja V to see more details in the shots and have more flexibility over them. This monitor really is a handy tool and takes your work to another level. Highly suggested. Alright, back to the movie now. So you see here that I've tried to mimic the car headlights on the front wall, and all I did was to use a Forza 60C with the lens from the distance and pan the lights on the front wall manually. When I was shooting the medium shots, I've noticed that we need some ambient light on the back of the character and the scene could use some more depth. So to fix that, I set up a mix panel 150 behind the back window pointed in, and I think it turned out great. Alright, let's begin day 3 of our shoot, which happens in the same location as before. I think what suits best here is practical lights. Aside from personal love for them, I think this space really could use a lot of that. To make that happen, I've used 2 Pavo Tube 230Cs and 2 Pavo Tube 230Xs, and I've set them up vertically on the 4 corners. I've also used a Forza 720B and 2 mix panel 150s, one of which was used behind the window and the other together with the softbox attached to the ceiling pointed down on the car to add some feel on the character and to the car itself. Having so many lights attached to different places and controlling them individually was a big hassle, so that the Nanlite came to save us here. You always need to save time and energy on the project so that you could focus on the main things. And the Nanlite made that happen for us, highly suggested. I'm also very happy to have used the Atomos Ninja V on this project. In addition to its precision, it came super handy and helped me to see the details more clearly since I was shooting handheld. Pay attention to the light placement in this scene. Alright, it's day 4 and the last day of the shoot, and our last scene was only done using a few Pavo tubes. We weren't actually allowed to set up fixed lights in the parking area, so the next best thing to me is the beloved tubes. I love how they light up the scene, they're portable and can hold enough charge for the rest of the shoot. So I put each Pavo tube next to the parking blocks, and when the car moves fast, this is how it looks in the shot. Very well folks, that was it. It was 4 days of hard work and fun, and I love how this project turned out to be. I really hope you liked this short movie and enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to support us folks, it'll be very much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and cheers.